April Fools. So yes, you all saw through my my clear April Fool's joke. Now I know some of you in the comments were saying this is a day early. Well, it'd be too obvious to put it up on the day. But I'm glad the majority of you saw the joke. We're going to go through a breakdown now of what I did, but this is exact. I did this for many reasons, right? One of them was not to get on one of those top 10 channels. It's not the reason I did it. I mean, if it does, great, but no, that's not the reason I did it. I did it because I had time. I had time on my hands. I had a day off work, and so I thought I had a bit of time. I also did it because I wanted to show how easy it is to do. This version of it, anyway. Obviously, it gets more complicated if you've got a moving camera, but this part is very easy to do. I thought we'd go through scene by scene. Now, the reason why you may be able to see some shoddy stuff is because I shot it in 20 minutes, then I edited it in just under 20 minutes. So overall, it took me about 40 minutes to make. A couple of you said that we could see the broom. The broom was not supposed to be hidden. I'll get to that, but the broom, I had no intention of hiding the broom. It was supposed to be there. But yeah, let's go through it, shall we? And we'll go through some of the hints. Hints you should have seen before the video. Just saying. So what I did, I obviously set up the camera first, and I shot a clean plate. Basically, a clean plate it's just, I left it running on that scene for about a minute, so I could get everything I wanted, because obviously I wanted to do something there, I wanted to do something there, I wanted to do something there, I wanted to do something there. This was just in the front room. So I got the clean plate first. The first part, you're going to see me standing and sitting in some ridiculous positions when you make these bloody, these kind of videos. The places you have to stand. But yeah, so obviously, the first part when it was a little box I got on the shelf there. I chucked a piece of string behind it. It's like a gap behind that that shelf. And as you can see, I'm just sitting there pulling the string. It took me a few times to do because the string kept coming off the box. Look, you can see the string right there. And what I did then is I basically masked that part out and then inserted it into the clean plate so you get a smooth transition. I don't have to worry about masking myself out there because I'm sitting there. And obviously, if you look, you get the idea. That's the first part. And the second part was me, the door moving. Now, the reason why, when I was doing that, I obviously was lying on the settee doing it. But my intention was not to close that door. When the door closed, that was a happy accident. But my intention was I put the string through the top end of the brush, and I was going to pull it over onto the floor there, and then sort of move it later on in the video. But it didn't quite go that way, and that's all I ended up doing was closing the door. I had no intentions of closing that door. And as you can see, I masked myself out. Again, very simple stuff. But no, the door, some of you said we could see the brush pushing the door. That was complete accident. I meant to have the brush fall over onto the floor. The door was going to stay open because I was going to do something else out in the kitchen. But once that closed, I had to keep it there because if I'd opened it back up, it would have been out of continuity and you would have seen the movement of the door, me trying to get the exact position, so I had to leave the door there. Didn't mean to do that. And then the next part, honestly, the ridiculous positions you have to sit to make these bloody ghost videos. The next part was obviously the cushion falling off the floor, off the chair. At first I couldn't pull it because the string kept catching on the wooden leg. And the reason why I know in the full footage you got that moving and that moving is because that was the next part. Oh god. Mind the crack. But yeah, that's me pulling the weights. And I essentially just spliced them together further at the beginning. I masked that part out. And I just spliced it together with the cushion pull. So as you can see, these are the two scenes spliced together. So they move in tandem with each other. But obviously, when I did them separately. And just the actual splice is about there. I haven't got the original footage of that now because I've already put over it, but the original splice mat would have been there. I basically drew a shape around there. So I'm standing there on the weight scene, and I'm also lying there on the cushion scene. But obviously I've masked myself out and just put them together. As you can see, I'm just sitting there whilst I pull Animal. Animal was always the star of the show. And I'd done it separately to that one. And the reason I'm holding my phone is because I got the GoPro app on my phone so I can see what I'm doing because I used my GoPro to film the entire thing. And I tried a few different ways, but one of them weren't working, so I sat on the floor this time. And that's pretty much it. It's as simple as that. And again, I just spliced mask around that area there. And then put it into the clean plate I'd already shot. And that is pretty much it. I had a few dislikes on it, but I was expecting that because obviously I'm pulling the wool over their eyes. But there was a couple of subtle hints I gave in this video to what, obviously, for those who know me, obviously you knew anyway, but for those who don't know, there were a couple of hints. So the first hint was obviously that one. I'm wearing my t-shirt where it says, "It's just that the bollocks." If I'm wearing that t-shirt, you know I'm up to some shit. You know I'm up to some bollocks. That was the first hint. And the second hint was you could see the word "at the bollocks" there. I mean, that's not really a hint. That's pretty much always there, but you should know it's at the bollocks. And there was another clue I left in the beginning where I'm doing my serious face. Some people said, oh, you can tell he's joking because he's cracking up. Trust me, this is exactly how I would act if it actually happened. I would find it both chilling and funny. I just would. But listen to my wording here. I wonder if I can put on subtitles. It's been April bothering me for a while now because I'm not... There you go. I can't see that. So there you go, which is April bothering me. I don't take fools lightly. Fools. There you go. I said April Fools in the intro. I just said it in a sentence. But the biggest hint I left, and nobody has really commented on it. Maybe it was a bit too subtle, but I'm going to show you something. I think that's quite bloody cool. But in the description I left. But that's the description in the video I left. I'm going to read it out and see if you can notice something, okay? Everyone needs to see this. As you know, I am a skeptic. Let me be clear, I don't put this footage up lightly, I take this seriously. And it pains me to put something like this up on my channel, but I have to always try and be honest with this kind of thing, comma. Opinions are welcome. Really appreciate it if anyone can let me know what's going on here. Always looking for answers. Thank you for taking the time to watch. Even those who are skeptical of this kind of thing. Space. Having said that, I am still skeptical. Obviously, this kind of footage doesn't usually perplex me. And to be honest, I'm not sure of my own logic right now. Is it even aliens? Xenomorphs are also on my mind. And if you look what each letter of each sentence spells out, elaborate hoax. I thought that was pretty bloody cool. I was struggling what to put as X, so that's why I had to bring up aliens so I could say the word xenomorph. Because there's no other words with X I could think of. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed my April Fools. And like I said, the reason I didn't put it up on April the 1st, because that would be too bloody obvious. I never usually do April Fool's stuff. But the times I've done it, I've always done it a couple of days before. Because it's just too bloody obvious on April the 1st. It's too obvious. But I hope you enjoyed that. And like I said, this just goes to show how easy it is to do that kind of stuff. Like I said, I did all that in just under 45 minutes. I shot everything I wanted to first on the GoPro. That took me about 20 minutes. And then 20 minutes of editing, 25 minutes, half hour maybe, of editing it all together. And that's it. That's it. That's how simple it takes. I've been going through the comments and I'm going to reply back to them, most of them, but I've been going through the comments. I love the fact that the majority of you were trying to debunk it. Or obviously you knew I was just messing about. But there was even some, there's a mask there, there's a mask there. Some of you were pretty close, some of you were a bit off, but yeah, I thought it was great that you all tried to debunk it. Made me proud. But yeah, that was my real haunting. Real haunting. And no, I didn't do it to try and get on the top 5 Slapped Hand News top 5 Sir Spooks King Frostmare channel. If it did, great. But no, that's not the reason I did it. I was just having some fun. And a way to show how easy this kind of thing can be done. Like I said, it does get a bit more complicated when you got moving camera. But again, when you know what to do and what to look for, it gets easier. But yeah, that's it. Let me know in the comments if you think I'm full of shit. I'm definitely full of shit. But yeah, I really enjoyed making that, and I hope you enjoyed it. I wasn't trying to pull the wool over people's eyes, because for people who know me, you just know I wasn't taking that seriously. But I did it in a serious way because I was trying to emulate these other channels who do exactly the same shit. Anyway, that's it. Leave a like if you like this video. Leave a sub if you're new to my channel. I do these quite often. I hope I didn't offend anyone. That was not my intention. Now me and Animal are going to go and enjoy a quick drink. Because he deserves it. Bye for now. I'm going to go catch some ghosts. Yes!